The man often called the father of Formula One is due in a German court on Thursday, charged with bribery. Bernie Ecclestone is widely seen as the man who single-handedly developed the sport into a global business, which now has an annual turnover of $1.6 billion. Simon Gregor Wood looks at whether this is the end of the road for the F1 Supremo.
For almost 40 years, Bernie Ecclestone has controlled Formula One as if it was his own property. He built it up from the 1970s, an era of rich team bosses, gentlemen drivers, but a small following. But Ecclestone turned it into a global phenomenon. As a team owner, he started selling the sport's TV rights around the world and soon took control of the day-to-day running of Formula One. He became very rich and very powerful. As long as the money kept rolling in, most people were happy to see him in charge, although he has a reputation for ruling with a rod of iron.
Bernie has himself said, I think, that he is a dictator, and really that's what Formula One requires, largely because you're dealing with so many different moving parts, so many different participants. It really doesn't work as a democracy because everybody has competing interests.
How do you feel ahead of today?
But is it now the end of the road? In court on Thursday, he will be charged with paying this German banker, Gerhard Grabkowski, $44 million to ensure the sale of part of Formula One to a company he, Ecclestone, approved of and which kept him on as chief executive. Prosecutors say he feared losing control. He denies it, saying he was being blackmailed.
Bernie Ecclestone has always been a colourful and controversial character. Well, there's no doubting his success in building Formula One both as a sport and as a brand. This latest crisis has some people saying what they've never really dared say before. Now might be a good time for him to leave the stage.
If found guilty, he could spend 10 years in jail, a potential life sentence for an 83-year-old.
If he wins this, then it's difficult to see how other significant cases could follow from it. If he loses, however, then obviously there's a threat of a prison sentence. But I think also something that's not been widely reported is there's a strong possibility of there being a whole welter of other cases that follow.
F1 is already in trouble. Fans don't like the new regulations. The cars are too quiet. TV audiences are down. Ecclestone's legal trouble is the last thing it needs. Simon McGregor Wood, Al Jazeera, London.